Well, good morning, my friends. Welcome again to another episode of the J Talk Morning Shift, morning shift, where we talk about life and leadership and how the two actually are one and the same, leading our personal life as well as leading others. And so that's what we talk about on the J Talk Morning Show, and I like to share personal experiences and education and influencers and just things that we can do to become the best version of who we are designed to be, and that is to be able to add value to the lives of others. And so thank you for being with me this morning on the J Talk Morning Show. Let's kick it off. A few days ago, I had a conversation with some fellow team members, and I talked about the things that was coming down. And it seems sometimes organizations will mass produce punishment among the group, and instead of looking at the individuals that may be creating some of the problems. And when you do that, listen, folks, that works if you're in the military, because there's a huge, strong pressure on peer pressure, where the team members come together. In fact, part of that is developing team cohesion, okay? Team cohesion. But there's no team cohesiveness in a civilian sector when you punish the masses. What happens is they retaliate. You see, they're not held under a contract for your company. People can up and leave. They can leave anytime they want to. They can also do the standard just to get by. So this is really something for you leaders. Now, if you're an employee or a team member or a partner in an organization, if you slack on your responsibilities and you say, oh, I'm just going to do enough to keep me from getting fired. There's a lot of you out there, okay? I know it. I've seen it. I've experienced it. There's a lot of you out there that are saying, you know what? I'm just going to do what I've got to do, just enough to keep from getting fired. Okay. You have a character problem. Okay. So yes, I am talking to leaders, but I'm also talking to you followers out there, you employees. Okay. And if that is you, you're not a team member, you're an employee. Okay. And like Dave Ramsey says, what the employees do that team members don't do, employees clock in late, check out early, and they steal your money on the way out. By stealing money, meaning that they are doing less than they're actually supposed to be doing for the same rate that everybody else is doing to do an excellent job. Okay. Some businesses are not based on a meritocracy. Meritocracy, I think that's how you say it. So you have a character problem, and if that's the way you show up, if that's your character, if that's your take on, well, if I don't have good leadership, then I'm just going to do enough just to keep them getting fired. Well, I'll tell you, that's the way you are in life. That's the way you are at home. That's the way you are in your community. You know what? That's the way you are at church. You go to Sunday service and you just do the minimums. That's the way you are across the board. You just do the minimums for the family. You just do the minimum for your own personal life. I just do enough just to get by. That's a character flaw. If that's you, well, here's your gut check. Okay, this is a gut check moment. Oh, and by the way, don't forget your Java. But for leaders, here's a discussion I had. Listen, if an organization is failing, it's not the fault solely of the team members, of the employees. Okay. A poorly led organization has bosses and employees. That's what they have. An organization that is led very well has leaders and team members. Okay. You got that, guys? You either have bosses or leaders and employees or team members. What do you have? What are you surrounded by? What kind of fellow team members or fellow employees do you have? What kind of leadership do you have? We have people in positions of authority that will throw the finger at other people when things go wrong. That's not a leader. That's a boss. Yeah, people that do not want to take responsibility. When they're getting hammered from above, they say, it's so and so's problem. No, it's your problem. If an organization is to be led well, guess what? It's to be led well. Now, there's a key word in that sentence. You know what that word is? Led. Who is the one responsible for an organization that is led well? A leader, not the employees. Now, team members can be great peer leaders. Absolutely. Matter of fact, team members can even be great leaders of, influencers of leadership for their leaders. There is such thing as leading up. How can you lead up? You got to understand what leadership is. So, what is your type of leadership? What is your type of employeeship? Your teamship? What does it look like? Does it need to be checked? Do you need a gut check? So, when an organization is failing, it's on the leader. When an organization succeeds, it's also on the leader. Give credit where credit is due. Take blame where blame is due. If you're getting hammered from your higher echelon of leadership for performance and production and profit losses down here, you can't go after your team members as if they're the fault of what's going on. It's poor leadership. It's poor planning. It's poor strategies. It's poor communication. It's poor connectivity. That's what it is. It all comes down to leadership. I wrote a blog recently, The Power of Leadership, from Bad to Great. I think it's the title of it, or From Substandard to Excellence. I can't remember which it was. But basically, it's based on, I think it's From Bad to Great. It's based on, this podcast is based on that. And so I'll read a little bit of that to you. Leadership plays a crucial role in shaping the success of individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. A substandard leader can create an environment that fosters mediocrity, resulting in substandard people, production, and profits. On the other hand, great leadership has the power to transform individuals, inspire excellence, and drive the creation of exceptional products and profits. In my blog, I explored how substandard leadership creates and fosters substandard outcomes, while great leadership cultivates greatness, supported by insights from some great leaders as well and influencers. And so that's what so substandard leadership and its impact substandard leadership is marked by a lack of vision, ineffective communication, and an absence of accountability. Such leaders fail to inspire and motivate their teams, resulting in a culture of complacency and low performance. As a consequence, substandard leadership leads to substandard people who lack ambition, innovation, and the drive to excel. And Jack Welch, he's the former CEO of General Electric. And if you're in the leadership world and you actually study leadership, you're not just taking on the responsibility and you're not really growing as a leader. Okay. If you are growing as a leader and you've been intentional, you're going to know who Jack Welch is. He's former CEO of General Electric for many years. Good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision, passionately own the vision, and relentlessly drives it to completion. Okay. So this quote by Jack Welch, essentially what it does, it emphasizes the role of visionary leadership in driving excellence and success. And I want to continue this talk with you tomorrow, but I want you to do a gut check. Are you leading? Are you leading well? Are you a substandard leader? Are you learning leadership as you are in the position? Leaders are always growing. A person in authority, a manager or supervisor in a position of authority over others that is not growing as a leader, okay, by learning, by attending seminars, by attending workshops, by reading the right books, listening to the right podcasts, getting with a group of other leaders like-minded that want to grow as well and be part of a mastermind group. If that's not you, then you're not leading. You're just drawing a paycheck. You're in the position for purpose and for the position, the pay, and the prestige of saying, I'm a leader, I'm a manager, I'm a supervisor, I'm the boss. You cannot truly say with all faithfulness, with all true conviction, you cannot let the word leader come out of your lips, because it'd be a lie. Now, you can like me, you can hate me, you can love me, but the fact of the matter is, if your leadership quality is you're not growing, you deflect responsibility, you're not helping your people grow, anytime something fails, it's their fault, not your fault. If you're not performing and conducting periodic performance evaluation reports, periodic performance evaluation reports, if you're not doing that, okay, if you're not letting them know on an individual basis where they're making mistakes so that they can grow and be better at what they do, you're making a big mistake. You cannot be a leader. You're not a leader. Now, could you be a leader? You could, but you're going to have to go through the fire. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to get with the right people. You're going to have to get a coach, okay? And I want to emphasize, you need a coach. Coaches help you get to that place. They help you see the gaps. They help you learn how to fill those gaps. They identify what you need to do as a trainer and executive leadership developer, where it is that you can improve. So when you improve, your people improve. When your people improve, your productivity improves. When the productivity improves, the profits improve, and the organization will succeed even greater. Doesn't matter the size of the company, whether it's a small mom and pop shop or a corporate Fortune 500 organization that has offices around the world. Leadership matters. Leadership matters. I want to pick this up again tomorrow. We're going to talk more about this, and so stay tuned for that. And so until then, my friends, hope you're having a great day. Make sure to leave comments, share this with others, do a gut check on the leadership, your leadership, and see whether or not you need to do something about that. And if so, you can reach me at jkgconsultants.com. You can also go there and read the blogs. Also, email me, jay@jkgconsultants.com, and text me or call and leave a voice message at 417-298-6419. And so that's what we got for you today, my friends. Until next time, let's make sure to get up, get out, and get at it. Okay? It's on us all, man. We can all make a difference in the world. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.